Alright, good evening, motherfuckers. We're Deathstrike, let's go.
Maybe Peter can tell you that story. How did that happen? Yeah.
Oh well, COVID happened.
No, but I wrote a message on Facebook that I was hoping that I could get out and play some shows again, but I don't have a band anymore, right?
Yeah.
You read that
And I saw that, and I had a break as well from playing, and I thought, well, you know, this is a good time to come back, and it's a good thing to get back with Paul and get on the road, because 2 years is a long time. When you don't play, it's really it gets to you, and it's like you're missing something, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad it happened, you know. I'm glad it worked out well.
Yeah, so he contacted me, and I wrote Alex, who I hadn't spoken to in 3 years. He wrote me like maybe twice in two of the 3 years and asked me if maybe we could try it again. And I was still angry at him, you know, after we split up, because he said some shit about me online, and I was angry, and it really wasn't true what he said. It doesn't matter. Point is that when one day I just decided to write him, I said I spoke with Peter, and I said maybe you're interested in playing and stuff, and again, and he was ready for it right away.
Yeah.
So I got lucky, you know. He said, yeah, I'm ready, you know.
Was good, because I mean, we played in the same lineup 10, 11 years ago. So,
yeah.
So it was kind of like a big comeback of the same people. So
yeah,
I guess I mean, from the first practices, it just kind of clicked very easily.
Yeah, it came together right away. A lot of the songs were like, we hadn't stopped playing them in 11 years together. They were the same.
It was much easier than like, you know,
the first time around.
The first time around.
Yeah,
starting with someone new.
Yeah.
It was really, it felt like, okay, we had a break, but we're all back now.
we can do this, and here we are. So
it was good.
So I actually, Course of Chaos, they wrote me, I think it was more than 2 years ago, to play this festival at Deathstrike. And finally, here we are, you know. Because of all this crap going on, we didn't have a chance, but finally here we are, and we're happy to be here with Deathstrike. Deathstrike, like I said to you earlier before the interview, it's just a couple one-off shows every few years. I like to bring the old Deathstrike style of the songs. As we're master the style, it's a little faster, a little bit different, kind of. But the Deathstrike versions are a little slower and to the point, and we're playing them how they were written. Master covered the Deathstrike songs later. So the original versions really are something special, and that's what we're trying to capture. And you'll see it tonight. I think we've captured it. Yeah, we'll see, you know, but I think so.
I didn't think about that, actually. Like, for me, it was like, of course, Master was the main one, you know. But of course, I've seen that they did these like off shows,
one-off shows,
or things like that. So I thought, well, you know, if they happen to happen, they will. So I didn't really think about it.
Well, it was really just a matter of learning 6 more songs for this show, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing the first Master album, and obviously 6 of the first 8 songs from the Deathstrike demos. So it's just really the first 2 albums together.
But it's some really killer songs, so it's good fun to play them.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Super. Good answer. band was only together for a month. Deathstrike, the original lineup, 1 month. We recorded a demo and split up. So this, like I said, is just an opportunity, a chance for actually me to enjoy the songs as well. Sure, I'm bringing them to the people for the first time in France, for example, but I enjoy playing them as well. You can see that when we're playing in practice. I'm jumping around. I'm into it.
Yeah.
It's nice to play the old songs and nice to get a chance in France. Okay, it rhymes. He's a poet and he didn't know it, right? For me, there was no chance. I'll go first. For me, there was no chance to do any concerts. So what I did was I recorded the Speckmann project too while I had COVID. At the time, I had COVID, and I also recorded the Johansson Speckmann project, which is a 6th recording, also with COVID. We haven't released that one yet. That's later. But I didn't really know it at the time that I had COVID. I just couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh no," you know. I got really sick for whatever, a week or something, and had a fever, and I just said, "Oh, I'm just sick," you know. I don't know what this COVID thing is or whatever. But anyway, so a few years later, let's say more than a year later, I went for a test for something else, and they said, "You know, you have COVID antibodies," and I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, you had COVID," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, well," so obviously I figured it out. My wife and I were both sick, and I went to the studio every week, twice a week, to record the vocals anyway. I was sick, I remember and stuff, but the show must go on, you know. I went in and did the vocals, and some people are saying the vocals on the Speckmann project are some of the best I ever did. So maybe that was because I was in pain and sick and, you know, out of my mind, and so, you know, I just really did it hard. I don't know. Coincidence.
Could have been.
But anyway, during that time, I was just, like I said, working on the 2-band, the records, whatever, writing master songs, and going to the post office and mailing packages. The one thing that worked out for me is that I have a lot of fans around the world, and they kept me busy every week the entire pandemic. Actually, more people were at home because they were working at home on their computers at home and not in the office. And a lot more people were ordering merch from all my different projects the whole time. Really. Now your turn. What happened to you during COVID? Sorry, I said a mouthful.
No, I mean, for me it was a break as well. I mean, I played in some other bands before in Czech, and I think, yeah, we stopped playing in January or whatever, 2020, you know, before. And after that, I just didn't play almost 2 years.
Yeah.
I have the kid at home, but with no vision of playing gigs. It was just lying there. And as I said, it gets you thinking, you know, like about the things you enjoy in your life. And when there's a lot of touring and a lot of concerts, you don't know about it, but you enjoy it, but you take it as granted. But when they're gone for such a long time, then you're like sitting at home and saying, I would go up on a stage, you know, I would like to play again. And so that's also one of the reasons I wrote Paul and we got back together, because I just found out that I missed that, you know.
And so it was a good opportunity for me to get a good drummer who also lives nearby, makes rehearsals easier as well. Right, it's true.
Yeah.
And he can go, he's got his own company, so he can get out and play when he wants. That's also important. I can play when I want. Alex, he does whatever he wants. I'm not sure his real situation, but he's always ready to go.
He's free as well, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Super. I've been working on these songs for, like I said, 2 years. Some of them I just wrote in the last 6 months, but the idea is that we were just discussing this morning. We'll probably start working on the first 2 new songs this next week, because Alex is going on vacation, so I'll play guitar and work on songs with him. If he has time, he works too, his own company. So we'll see what happens, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll probably get together maybe once or twice in the next week if possible, and we'll start working on new songs.
Get it down during the summer.
Yeah, we're going to record in like August or September, it looks like. So the idea is just, we got to get the basic structures together. And that only takes a few days, believe me. You just got to keep playing it over and over. We will. And once you get the structures down, then he works on what he wants to play, and I teach Alex the guitar, and then I work on the bass last. And the lyrics I write usually after the songs are finished. You got all the songs ready in the rehearsal room. I start working on the lyrics at home. I'll make like a old cassette recording, or maybe now the telephone will work.
Yeah.
I'll do some telephone recordings, and at home I'll work out the lyrics and let the guys know if there's any changes before we get into the studio. But normally I usually go with the routine. Sometimes maybe you'll cut a break in half or whatever, or make it longer, but usually we'll have most of it ready by the time I'm going to do the lyrics. Then in the studio we record the band, and then I sing the songs, and we go from there. They're great songs, of course. I put my heart and soul into every song that I write. Just sometimes, critics like them or people like them better than others. It's just the way it is. When you record an album, it's a crapshoot. You roll the dice, and sometimes people like it, and sometimes they don't. But the point is, when I write songs, I write them for me. So if I like them, they're great anyway. I don't care if you like it or not. I know it's a good song. Just sometimes, at certain times, people are into it at a certain time. It's strange. Bands kind of go up and down all the time. Even big bands, they like an album. The next album is still a great album, and nobody likes it. Sometimes you wonder why. I don't know. It's just people change. Times change. People change. Attitudes change. But you got to put 100% into what you're doing, and that's the new Master album. Yeah. No, it's too early. I haven't written any lyrics, I told you. Only music. I'll get there at some point.
I can try.
I'm sure you can. I'll get there at some point, but right now, it's the last thing on my mind. For me, what's important is get the songs down, play them the same way every day. These are the important aspects in my life, right?
Yeah.
The same message I tell everybody. Take care of your parents. Watch out for your parents. Watch out for your friends. We're all going through a difficult time and period in the last few years, and many people are depressed and commit suicide and all kinds of crazy stuff. So keep an eye on your family, friends, your parents, okay, etc. And support your local bands, because without support, local bands will never have a chance to make it and continue with this genre of heavy metal. I don't care if it's death metal, black metal, pop metal, whatever. We need fans. That's the point. And without the fans' support, there's no chance to continue. I mean, you come to a festival like this, like last night we were here, and
It was great.
you saw across from the church right there in the little park, there's probably 300 people there drinking beer, laughing, and listening to some 80s heavy metal. And this was just like excellent. It brought me back 20 years to what it used to be and how I want it to be now. So if you want it to continue like that in that sense, get out and support everybody.
That's it, basically.
That's the message,
Support.
Thanks to
Fuck
you.
the police, and society's fucking corrupt, and be yourself, be yourself. No matter what they say, be yourself. Be right or wrong. Anyway, be yourself. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
I'm not even drunk. I'm drinking water. I'm sober. So you got a rare jump there. Hey, jumping again. But anyway, yeah, believe in yourself. Support your friends, like I said. These are the important messages for me. I know there's guys out there, they're so metal. Well, okay. They would never talk about their family. I don't give a shit, all right? Rock and roll. I'll talk about whatever I want to talk about. Yep. That's the truth. Okay?